Greetings. I faced my dragon yesterday, and I'll be darned if your demons, your thing, your dragon knows every one of your weaknesses and will wait and wait and wait very patiently until you are at the moment that you can be exposed, and then it'll pounce. I knew this going in. David Goggins talks about having a morning meeting with yourself. So I was determined to start to use these other mental tools. So I sat down yesterday um, when I was out here kicking my own butt, and even in the ice bath, and I planned for contingencies in my mind. I knew this thing was going to happen. I knew this would be said. I knew this level of frustration would be reached. So when I got there, it wasn't this surprise. So I'm making these decisions out of panic. It's more or less, okay, you get a shoulder shrug, and that way the stressor doesn't have to be at a level 10. You can now be, because you're dealing with it at a time when you're seeing it more clearly. When it happens, it can be at whatever level you need it to be for you to keep functioning. Easy to say, very difficult to do. But I found out when I do these morning meetings, if I do them under duress, while I'm in the squat rack, um, um, on the misery machine, in the ice bath, if I can do them then, I'm under duress. The stress, my own physical stress is high at that point, but it gives me an amount of clarity to deal with those issues at a very low level, or give them this empower myself so the issues aren't empowered. I look at mental health completely different, mental health care completely different now after experiencing bad mental health care. I would think, to summarize it, would be the sufferer is falling off of a cliff. The agency that I'm dealing with, I would love to think would embolden me to either hit the bottom, reconstitute myself, and walk off, or sprout wings, fly off. It seems to me that they have made a bottomless pit. And when criticized about it, the default is, oh, you're having a PTSD reaction, trauma reaction. I, because I don't like something, I'm having a PTSD trauma reaction. Because I criticize your ways, I'm having a PTSD trauma reaction. And I think about the other people who sit in the seat that I'm in. What happens if they don't think and do all of this tool gathering outside before they come into this meeting? Will they actually sit down in this chair after the first time? Will they come back? Will they continue to seek out help? Or is it just going to hit a level of frustration that is so high, I'm unfixable? And then you go down further into your pit, and then it's that negative feedback loop that you live all the time. I'm frustrated because I'm frustrated because I'm frustrated. I'm angry because I'm angry. I'm worthless. I'm this, I'm that. So I'm learning those things, and they're extremely painful lessons. But at the same time, the thing that I keep finding in all of these situations, even yesterday, walking out, I made progress. Because the default is this. Anything that I say back that I'm not demonstrative. I don't try to show any type of passion. I just try to remain calm. But all of it doesn't make any sense to me because it's not natural. And it certainly isn't fair. But okay, cool. Those things happen. I cannot control them. The interactions that I have, I cannot control from their side. But from my side, the ultimate was reached because I know all these things. Some of the things caught me off guard, but most did not. Not enough to stir a heightened response from me. And that's progress to me. That's something I truly love. The one thing the military taught me is that you get so involved in the group, you get so involved in what you're doing, that you don't realize that you're doing a lot. All of the running, the sit-ups, the push-ups, all of the learning, the marching, you're so involved in the task at hand. It's almost like you don't have time to think about everything that you've done. And then at the end of the day, when you lay your head down, you're exhausted. But if you do a mental recap of all of those things, the amount of growth that you've encompassed is insane. And I love that. I love that. You push and push and push each other. It can be a good thing though, and it can be a bad thing. Everything can be good, can be used for good or evil. So you learn, and you continue learning and evolving. I'm still evolving. I can only encourage you to sit down with yourself and have that morning meeting, especially on days that you know it's going to be rough. Probably tomorrow we'll get back to more happy times and talk about the rope situation and me being the biggest PT Nazi that there ever was. As always, I encourage you to be the reason somebody smiles today, and have a beautiful day.